Okay, so kumain na kami. Tapos na kami kumain. Hindi ko na videohan kanina. Pero pabalik na kami. Pero magsi-CR pa kami. Pero pabalik na kami sa loob. Mamaya. Okay, so we are back inside the Araneda. Ready for the next session. Ready for the next session.
How you maintain your good singing voice? Very good question. How do we maintain a good singing voice? Well, it's quite challenging for us because we're obviously giving a lot of energy, and it's, you know, the best way to maintain your voice is to have rest. So having a bit of rest between each session helps, but then doing warm-ups vocally, warm-downs is what helps. But really, our style is so passionate, so energetic, and we do so much singing that it actually isn't that good for our voice. So we have to really rely on the presence, the Holy Spirit and the anointing of God to help us. Sometimes we don't have the energy to do it, but we rely upon the Spirit of God just to fill us with strength and energy. But maybe tomorrow morning we would have completely lost our voices. I think after tonight, we're going to go crazy tonight, by the way. But yeah, the greatest advice I could give you is doing warm-ups and warm-downs. Just like an athlete would do that with their body, we need to do that with our voices. Good question. Have we got a question over here?
Very important thing to keep your children close to God and seeking after God is that everything you see on the stage or the platform at church is the same as being at home. And I think young people struggle with understanding who God is because sometimes they see their parents in public be very nice and well behaved, but then at home they argue, they don't have a very peaceful home or a very great relationship, and so it's almost like hypocrisy that you're really good to all your congregation, but you're not good to us at home. And so this is where I think young people start to doubt God and question God and see, you know, the church and their involvement as just a formula. But when it's real and it's genuine and our relationship with God is genuine and the way we treat people is genuine and trying to treat them the way Christ would treat them, then our children understand who God is, because we are a reflection, we are a communication of the character of God. And so when our children see that genuine communication of God, then they go, that's what I want. I want that genuine relationship with God. And so there's never been a time that I've had to tell my children, you must come to church or you must love Jesus. They've just seen us and they themselves have said, I want that relationship with God. And then they wanted to serve God in this way. And so thank Jesus they chose that.
Did anyone see Mitch drop the keyboard today? Did you see the keyboard fall down? That's pretty funny. Right. I wrote this song when I was 7 years old. I need someone to hold it, yeah. Jesus is the rock, he saved my soul. He took my sins and made me whole. Jesus is the King of Kings, and Jesus is the Lord of Lords. That's all it was. That's it. That was my whole song. What about you guys? What was the first song you wrote? It's good to be here. Just wait for it.
Like, how do you communicate when the praise and worship starts? Like, you're playing guitar, then Sir John like playing the drums. Then how do you communicate? Like, do you have hand signals, or there's someone who's leading on talking? Like, you go back to the chorus, or you go back to the verse? Or how do you communicate with each other?
Yes. Absolutely. A good question. We have.
I reckon that wins question of the day so far, based on people's responses.
Should we tell you what our hand signals mean? Well, you probably know what that means. What does that mean? Have a guess. Well done, everybody. What does this mean? That means to the top of the song. Now, what does this mean? Some of you have got it. Bridge. That's what we do for bridge. We probably did that. In my old church when I grew up, the sign for bridge was this. How silly is that? Can you imagine doing that in the middle of a worship song? So that's a lot simpler. Just the two legs, ready to walk on the bridge. Pre-chorus is this. Isn't that so strange? I don't know why we do that. But that's pre-chorus. What about this? Anyone know what that is? That's the tag. Tag. And what? Anybody? Anybody know what this is? Key change. Take it up. What else? Is there any other bits? Oh yeah, we've got a new bridge. So basically, how they, that's the bridge, 2 fingers. But then in some of our songs, you know how we have saturate me now, come and pour it out. That's what we call the bridge. But then when it goes to the next bit, Lord, I'm craving more. That's the second bridge. So we do 3 fingers for that. So we just made that up. Anyways, I think that's all the bits of the song. But then the way we communicate as well is like that microphone there on the keyboard. That's not a singing microphone, even though Mitch can sing. That's a microphone that talks to all of our ears. And also Pastor Sam and myself, our microphones have a little button. If you just zoom in on this little button here.
Zoom your eyes in on that.
That little button right there, if I push that in, my microphone turns off the speakers and it just talks to everyone's ears.
Magic.
So that then I can say, Andy, what are you doing? You call that drumming? Josh, play the right bass notes. So you think you're all there having a great time of worship, but I'm just telling these guys off for playing the wrong things. They don't really play the wrong things, they're great. So that's how we communicate. Will Broom, there you are.
Oh, yes. So every time we choreograph a dance, it's always based on the words of the song. So whoever's choreographing the song will spend a lot of time listening to the song and just taking the experiences they had and relate it to themselves to bring out the movement. And that's how they come up with the choreography. It's always making sure that the song is something that's relative to what they've been through. Yeah, and then they come up with a choreography from that. So usually it's experiences of people. Like Only Way was Job Song. Only Way was Job Song, but I could relate to it in my own circumstances, so I was able to just dive into that spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and I was able to just come up with movements that really connected with the song and to be able to teach it to everybody else. But that's kind of how we come up with the choreography.
Give it up for Hardy, amazing job. Under pressure. Well done, he did so well. You did very well, Hardy. All that distraction. Well done.
Mitch, track 1, and how to build a dance team. Any advice on how to begin?
That's a really good question. Maybe the best thing to do is approach your pastor about it. Talk to them about getting guidance on the vision that you have, because it might just fall underneath the vision that the pastor has for the house. But it's really important to get that vision under the umbrella of the church, because then you can start from there, and from there just a lot of prayer, and basically just go for it. And for example, our team, we started with like about 4 people just coming to training constantly. There was only like 4 of us, and then now we're seeing like over 60 people turning up every week to dance. But that's all by the grace of God. But yeah, really important to get the whatever vision that you have, like talk to your pastor about it, get guidance on that, and then from there, just start, just organize it.
Actually want to confirm or ask, how did you know that it's your calling?
Are you saying, how do you know worship leading is your calling, or whether this girl is for you?
I think so. Worship leading. Worship leading. Yes. Yes.
Well, how do you know God's called you to worship lead? First of all, God calls us to worship, and so whether you're leading or not leading, you should be a passionate worshipper. And so it doesn't really matter, I suppose, about the position of whether it's in front of people or not in front of people. Your heart should be the heart of a worshipper, number one. But then, how do you know you're called to do that in a leadership position? Usually God will open up opportunities, and with the opening up of those opportunities, your heart will grow in passion for those opportunities. And then as you're given those opportunities, you'll know that you're called because the anointing is released and people encounter God through your worship leading. And then other people around you, your leadership around you will confirm that and encourage you in that, and then give you more opportunity. And so while you're waiting for opportunity, then I would just concentrate on worshiping and serving God's house in any way, just like I did when I first started at Planetshakers. I wasn't leading worship. I was part of the team that made all the food for the VIP guests. And I love worshiping the Lord, but I just kept all of that to myself, and I just served the Lord with whatever opportunities I was given. And then one day, God just opened the door, and when He opened the door, I just walked through knowing that it's Him. He gave the opportunity.
Do you find it entertaining? And inspirational? Ngayon, saan tayo tatambay hanggang 5:30? Hanggang 5:30? Ako na. Tayo tatambay. With all these people. So, saan kami magtatago ng isang oras?
Yes, hello. All right, we need everybody to stand up because we're going to clear the whole auditorium. So please stand to your feet and make your way out. We can't start the night until everyone leaves, and then we can come back and set up for tonight. So thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for tonight. Woo! Okay, let's go.